What's going on, everybody? Thought it'd be fun for us to go and check out Chinatown today. You might be thinking to yourself, Jake, why Chinatown? Because I felt like it, that's why. No, but seriously, Chinatown really does give you the feeling of being in another country. I haven't been there in a while. It's one of my favorite spots. So yeah, we're gonna check it out. See you there. Welcome. Or as the Chinese say, Huaiying. I do actually know how to say one more thing in Chinese, and that is Ni Jiao Xin Me Minzi, which means what is your name? When I was in Japan 2 years ago, I was on a dinner cruise with an all-Chinese crowd. I was the only non-Chinese person on this cruise. I was sitting with this guy and his wife. I said I was from America, and then I said, Ni Jiao Xin Me Minzi. The guy was so taken aback that I knew that he asked his wife to actually take a picture of us shaking hands. Very wholesome moment. We didn't talk that much after that because we both didn't really know each other's language, but that was cool. Real quick rundown of the agenda today. We're gonna go to the Mahayana Buddhist Temple, Columbus Park, and hopefully see some people playing some traditional Chinese games. Pearl River Mart, which has some really cool Chinese home goods, and Nom Wah Tea Parlor, which is the oldest dim sum spot in New York City, opened in the 1920s. One more place I forgot to mention, the Chinatown Family Fun Fair, which has a lot of old arcade games. Very cool. First up is Mahayana Buddhist Temple. A real quick crash course on Buddhism, particularly as it pertains to versus Christianity. Buddhism does not believe in an eternal soul. It does not believe in the self. Buddhism believes that the self is an illusion. And this is part of Buddhism's doctrine called anatta. Anatta challenges the belief that we're a fixed identity that owns our body, mind, memories, personality, etc. And Buddhists believe this idea of trying to cling to the self is what causes life's pain and suffering. So if we learn to detach ourselves from things like possessions, ideas, relationships, status, that's what Buddhists believe leads to enlightenment and ultimately peace in your own life. Don't fear loss, change, or pain, accept that it's natural. Tying this belief system into my own life, I recently lost my job, and Buddhists believe that's nothing to be worried about because that's just part of the process of life. Don't get too attached to that as part of your identity. Don't get too attached to it for the status. Move on. It's part of life. Move on. With all that being said, let's go hit Columbus Park. Pretty dope park. I have no idea what game all those people are playing. Maybe I'll look it up later. It looks an awful lot like checkers, but there's Chinese script on top of all the pieces, and the board looked a little bit different. So maybe I'll look that up later, see what that was. Walking past this seafood market again, I forgot earlier, I took one of my favorite pictures of all time in front of this thing. I'll just throw it up real quick because I want to. I mean, come on. Next we'll go to Pearl River Mart. Arrived. I have always wanted a gong. Pocari Sweat, had a lot of these in Japan, and it's basically an electrolyte drink. It's like if you took Gatorade and just removed some of the sweetness and made the flavors a lot more neutral. Actually a really big fan of it because I think Gatorade's a little bit too sweet. Worked up a little bit of an appetite at this point, so we'll go to the Nom Wah Tea Parlor, which, like I said earlier, is the oldest dim sum spot in New York City. Lunchtime. One word to describe that meal: fire! Also, like most things in Chinatown, very reasonably priced. If you do come here though, just bring some cash. A lot of places are cash only. Let's go rip the arcade. that was fun. And I think that's gonna just about do it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace.